is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Oh, yeah! A Devils victory, and it's Devils After Dark. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM, Liquid Metal. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios in New Jersey, The Bunker, and Scotty's Palacio Estates in Beverly Hills.
Wow, you got it right. What do you know?
Well, that's what happens when you win. No.
Oh, that's what, yeah. I get it. Okay.
Because we've been losing so much, I've been getting it wrong. But when we win, we get it right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
10-4. 10-4. All right.
Yeah. Streaming everywhere right now. Facebook Live, I see you're chatting. YouTube Live, I see you're chatting. The people at American Whiskey, they're chatting about us, where we are, but we're here for now. And, well, what a victory. What a victory. Because, Scotty, I know we're going to go over the Happy Devils recap. And I know you're going to be very happy when you're doing this recap. But when you start, we weren't that happy in the first period, I can tell you that much.
Oh, no, yeah. No. There's definitely, it's not all doom and gloom, and it's not all sunshine and sunflowers over here in Devils hockey. But yes, it has happened, Sam Wu, a victory, and we feel really good about this victory here on Devils After Dark and the Let's Go Devils podcast network in general, because of our good friends over there at JCB Architecture. They actually gave us a little ticket action that we were able to give away to our good friends Phil and Ryan. They answered the old trivia question correctly on the Woo Report this Monday afternoon. So first, thank you to our good friend. Oh, there they are. There's Phil, enjoying the old tickets right there from the game at the game, rocking and rolling. I don't know about that jersey you got on there, Phil, but we'll talk about that.
I cropped it out. I cropped it out. I actually cropped it out just for you. Oh, by the way, I would like to make a correction. Beer Baron scolded me earlier in the group text. It's JCB Architectural. I think I got it right.
Architectural. Oh, I've been saying architectural. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Architectural.
Yeah, we're not very good. We mutilate. See, we're equal opportunity mutilating other people's names, like players' names and sponsors' names as well. It's JCB, like in CB walkie-talkie, and then architectural.
Yes, I got that part. All right. I was just saying architecture. Okay, architectural. Okay. Sorry. 100% our fault right there. Yeah. But 100% the goodwill of JCB coming through for some tickets that we can give away to you, the Let's Go Devils podcast network listener, whether it's here in the dark, whether it's the Woo Report, whether it's the actual Game Day Live or the actual Let's Go Devils podcast. We're just happy. State of the fan address. I want to make sure I get everyone. We're just happy that we're able to give away to you, the listener out there, as a thank you for all the likes, the follows, the subscribes on YouTube and Facebook, and all the comments. You know, that's the thing about the old podcasting world, is a lot of times podcasts are recorded and then they're released. Not us. We are live. So you can comment and you can get your voice heard and your opinion out there on the team that we both love. We've been loving to hate the last 10 years. And we're hoping that this year finally it turns around just a little bit here. But you get to talk about the New Jersey Hockey Devils. And Sam Wu, we did have a victory tonight, but I'm not going to lie to you. I was definitely a little upset there in the first and partway through the second.
I'm sure you were.
Well, first off, you know they got to wear those damn jerseys. So right off there, you know Scotty wasn't happy because I'm not a fan of those jerseys. So right then and there, I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. And you know the other day, Sam Lou, yeah, that's Sam Wu's brother, Sam Lou, Or what was it? Wham Sue, right? That was your other brother. I think that came along every now and then.
Yeah.
Your evil twin. Sam Wu had texted me and Beer Baron and Short Sky a picture of the Devils lineups for practice the other day, and they were almost exactly what we were talking about the team should do, and the combinations they would put together should be put together, how they were in the preseason, how they were having all that chemistry. So naturally, when the game started today, they were all shuffled again. So thank you, Lindy Ruff, for going ahead and doing that. We truly, truly appreciate you trying to break up all the chemistry possible. So, yeah, awesome job over there. Zetterlund scratched, and like we said, the lines were jumbled again. At least Sharangovich and Holtz weren't on the fourth, so that's a positive right there. Nate Bastian was back in the lineup. You know we like our beefalytics over here. What's up? Oh my goodness, with your beefalytics shirts, we gotta get more of those made. I think they're gonna be a popular item for the holiday season coming up. Get your beefalytics shirt for the Devils After Dark and Let's Go Devils podcast. But let's talk about this game, which didn't start off good. Now, Anaheim Ducks, there we go. Beefalytics. Nathan Bastian, Beefy Bastion. There you go. Bastion the beef of Bastion.
Ranked number 4.
Say hi. And we got to say hi to everybody at American Whiskey, having some drinks after the game. We're doing our show there from American Whiskey whenever we can on the home games. Tonight, a little tough, the Tuesday night, work nights and everything like that. A little tough, but we know the party's still going on at American Whiskey. So have a round on us. You're still going to have to buy it, but, just say it's from us, and that'll be good. But say, who's our bartender over there?
Peyton,
that's it. I knew it was with the P. Say hi to Peyton. Tip nice.
Yeah.
Be good, and your tip nice and be good, and your bartenders will be good to you. Meaning they'll pour a little heavy. All right. So do yourself a favor and leave an extra buck or two there on that old tip. Never hurts to have a friend behind the bar. But let's talk about this game. Anaheim Ducks coming into town to the Prudential Center. Boy, a jam-packed Prudential Center. But, yeah, we knew that wasn't going to happen on a Tuesday night, so there you go. Especially with an angry fan base as we've been. And we hear, it's only 2 games. No, it's been 10 years. It's a difference. It's the same crap that's been going on over and over and over again. That's why this fan base is so upset. And what did we see in this first period in the ugly jerseys? But Mackenzie Blackwood giving up 2 goals. Tough ones, though. I got to say the first one threw a bit of a try right off the face-off. Silverberg gets his goal. It's kind of like a wrister that went. It definitely fooled Mackenzie Blackwood because you see like he's throwing his shoulders up and then all of a sudden he's crouching down low. So he obviously did not see it. And that was a real tough one. It was right off the face-off. A bunch of guys right there in the dot. And the puck somehow finds its way through all of the bodies in the traffic. And that's a tough one to put on Mackenzie Blackwood. You'd like to see him make that save, but that's one that can really go either way. I can't truly fault Mackenzie Blackwood on that one. And to be quite honest with you, I can't really 100% fault him on the second goal. I'll tell you what I can fault him on in a little bit. But the second goal was, again, Severson. Damon Severson. And Samu has told us about this for quite some time with Damon Severson. He completely lost his man. He left Silverberg like wide open right in the slot. No bueno. No bueno there. Okay? It was not a good first period. Silverberg put that home at 13:08. Right after that, Jonas Siegenthaler takes a puck to the face, and you're like, holy Jesus Christmas, what's going on here? We're back in the twilight zone. Our team is taking pucks to the face. We're getting these bad goals. Mackenzie Blackwood. This is a thing that, because let's face it, there were a couple that got by Blackwood, but Lucky went off the post. There was one where he gave up a horrible rebound, and we've been seeing that all preseason and into this early regular season as well. Mackenzie Blackwood not being able to control his rebounds. Now, he got a little bit better as the game went on, but it could have easily been 3 or 4-0 in that first period for the Ducks. Okay? And I know the Devils got some good chances as well, but let's look at this stat, okay? Devils, 12 shots, 0 goals. Ducks, 4 shots, 2 goals. As Chico Resch said on the radio call, that's quite the shooting percentage right over there.
50%.
Okay? And like we said, it could have been more. It could have been more. It was really a lucky bounce that one puck kind of went to the side. It got past Blackwood because he gave up a bad rebound. He made a nice save, but he gave up a horrible rebound. And then the puck got chipped, and it went right past him, and it just went wide on the far side. If that game was 3-0, he would have been pulled, and this obviously would have went a much different direction. I think. I don't know. I can never say because we did end up playing a much better second period. Okay.
Second period.
Second period. We played a much better second period. Yeah, and that's where we've always been nervous about this team in the second period. We've had such nightmares go on, over the last number of years. But one thing that we haven't seen recently, we've heard the boos, we've heard the unhappiness, and I'm right there with you because if I was in that crowd, I would have been booing as well on Saturday and in the first period today. I would have tried to cheer. Yeah, I would. But I would have been mad, all right? I would have been mad. And I was mad just sitting here on my couch listening to the radio call because, they're playing Anaheim, so the game is blacked out in Southern California. Yeah. So I was catching all the highlights on the NHL app, but I did hear the crowd get into it. An actual "Let's Go Devils" chant.
So you went on the radio app. How did you consume your New Jersey Devils hockey today?
Today on the app, on the radio app. So on the NHL Devils app, and just on the radio streams that they have on there. Because, like I said, because they're playing the Ducks, and I don't have Spectrum cable. So if you don't have Spectrum cable, guess what? Blacked out in your area. Not on ESPN Plus. I was even looking for like illegal streams. I mean, totally legal streams on YouTube. To
you mean short-term leasing?
Yes, short-term leasing
of the stream.
I was getting away with it for a little bit, like NHL Tonight on the NHL Network. They were showing like live in games. So I was getting to see little glimpses of it here and there, but the majority of it I was listening to on the radio. So in the second period, we did get it turned around. The Devils started coming and putting the pressure on, and it was the man that we brought in the offseason, Palat, finally getting his first goal for the New Jersey Devils. A quick rebound that he buried. Jack Hughes giving the puck to Ryan Graves, who took a monster shot. Big rebound off I think it was off the blocker or the leg. I think it was the leg pads. Off the leg pads of the goaltender, right to Palat, who's at the side of the net, and able to put it home. Ones all around. First for Palat of the year, and as a New Jersey Hockey Devil, first for the Gravy Train, his assist, and Jack Hughes also with an assist on that goal. And you can hear, after that, the crowd really get into it. Devils started putting some pressure on. And then it was almost an old friend. An old friend who we all know and love. Oh, come on. Everyone knows the magic words. Henrique, it's over. Well, we thought Adam was going to try and do us dirty again. Because remember that first game he came back? He had a breakaway goal. He had like a saucer pass over the head of Sammy Vatanen, who he got traded for, and then send Henrique on a breakaway to score. Well, Adam Henrique comes back down on a breakaway again, and guess what? He beat Mackenzie Blackwood, but puck hits off the post. Beats Blackwood 5-hole, puck off the post, saves the game for the Devils right there, because that would have put Anaheim back up 3-2, okay? But it doesn't, and they keep the momentum going. The Devils are able to keep the pressure on, And you could hear Chico Resch shouting it from the radio booth. Dump it in and chase it. Anaheim does not have big bruising defensemen. You want to know who's like in last in the beefalytics category? The Anaheim defense. Okay,
Really?
They're not stay-at-home defensemen. Okay, how many puck battles along the boards did they win tonight? Not many. The Devils were able to do that because their defensemen are more finesse. They're more offensive. They're not big powerhouses. Chico was shouting it from the radio booth. Just dump it in and chase. That's why you see, there you go. Miles Wood got a good opportunity. All right? And I got to say, why wasn't the game plan that all along, Lindy? What's going on? We doing any scouting, any pre-gaming on these teams coming into town? What's the game plan on them? Why did it take almost half the game to get this going? Because let me tell you, if it wasn't the Anaheim Ducks, 2-0 might have been a completely different story against a different team. I'm happy that we won, but Anaheim is not a good team. All right, let's not beat around the bush on this. All right, they are not a good team. But either way, the Devils put the pressure on, and boy, did they keep the shots coming. And look who it is, Captain, my captain, getting a nice goal there right around the net. Jesper Bratt doing a little spin-a-rooney there, taking a shot and having a go. Oh, no, wait, that was the Dougie goal later on. I'm sorry. Jesper Bratt's just all over the place. We know because he's assisted on – how many goals have we scored this year now? 8, and he's assisted on 6 of them. So there you go. Where the offense goes – that's right. Where the offense goes, Jesper Bratt goes. But he's able to take a shot on goal wide. It was kind of like a shot pass and it had like a weird ricochet off the boards. And instead of it going one direction, it actually bounced back onto the short side. Poop! Right to the captain, Nico Hischier, who is able to bury it for his first of the year. Brad, it's his 4th assist. He had 5. He's got 5 total. So maybe it's 7 goals? Whatever, doesn't matter. So Nico Hischier gets his first. Brad, his 4th assist. And Siegenthaler back in the game. Oh, maybe this is a different season. Maybe the puck to the face isn't going to take out every player one by one like it's done the last 2 to 3 years.
Seriously.
Siegenthaler gets his 2nd assist of the season. And now you got a tie game at 14:48 of the second. Okay? And you got your team playing pretty well. Jack Hughes gets a breakaway off the post. Okay? He's been a little snake bitten. Got to say, Jackie Boy he's been creating the opportunities because he's going to get an assist coming up in this third period. But he hasn't been able to put the puck home just yet. If there's one person on this team I am not worried about, it's Jack Hughes. Those pucks are going to go in the net. He's not going to be snake bitten forever. And let me tell you, once he gets that first one, I have a feeling he's going to rattle off a bunch real quick. It's just going to be one of those things. So if there's anyone that you shouldn't worry about, Jack Hughes is the guy you should not be worrying about on this team. So the Devils played really well in the second period. I'm going to just look right now real quick. 20 shots in the second period. And we've talked about this. The Devils getting a lot of shots, but not getting some high-quality ones. They got a little bit more quality chances in this game. Again, competition might be a little bit different with the Anaheim Ducks. But it is what it is. You play to win the game, Herm Edwards style. But also, you got to play who the schedule says. You can't just say, we want to play the hardest team every night and blah, 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 blah. You play who comes into town. And tonight it was the Anaheim Ducks. All right? So moving into the third period here, our man Jesper Bratt, once again, very early into third, 33 seconds in. This is where he gets his little spin and Rooney, gets a pass on over to the wide open wing, which finds the big boy, Dougie Hamilton, coming down there all alone. More beefalytics. That's what, 6'5", 6'6"? Dougie Hamilton over there?
Around that size.
He's a big boy. And was he able to bury that shot on a pretty pass from Jesper Bratt for his second goal of the year. That's 3 in a row in this game for the New Jersey Hockey Devils. The past 2, we've seen other teams score 3, 4 in a row on us. Now, finally, the skate is on the other foot. Okay? You like how I said that, skate instead of shoe? See what I did right there? See? Yeah. So Dougie gets his second. Jesper Bratt, his 5th assist of the season. And Nico Hischier gets his first. So 2-point night for Nico, 2-point night for Jesper Bratt. Nice to see from those 2 gentlemen right there, as they need to be point producers. Those 2. Whoever the hell Lindy's going to pair them with on the line every other night, who knows. But as long as those 2 stick together, they got to be point producers over there. 60 and 73 or 74 for Jesper last year, respectively. We're going to need repeats of that, gentlemen. Wouldn't mind seeing each total, maybe 10 plus on both sides. Nico up around the 70s and Jesper up around the 80s. Jesper already got 5 points in 3 games, so he's well on his way. So they're doing their deal over here, and Nico's got 2 points in 2 games, so that ain't so bad as well. The captain still, he took a big hit as well. Was a little bit slow to get up, but that was kind of like near the side of the glass, I believe Chico was saying, by the benches. But I can't think that Nico is still 100% yet with that hammy. And when he does, he's really going to kick it into gear. But he's getting there. He's another one that I'm more concerned about him getting dinged up than I am about his play. Because the dude has got drive, he's got passion, and he's going to hustle. He's going to lead by example, and he's going to get out there. He's going to hustle. He's going to get into those dirty areas. He's going to grind it out. He's great on face-offs. He's going to kill penalties. He can also play in the power play. You can play him at any point of the game. Whether you're a 6-on-5, you're attacking, or you're a 6-on-5 defending. Like Nico Hischier could be out there at any point in the game. So nice to see that, 2 points from him. And then about 12:50 to go in the game. Maybe like 5 minutes to go in the game, or 6 minutes to go at 12:49. My math is terrible, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I was good at English and history. Math, science, not so much. When I got to chemistry in high school, that was a rough time. Math and science combined? Are you kidding me? But anyway, third period at 12:49. Dawson Mercer, the man with the hair. Him and Ryan Graves, the gravy train. Got that heavy metal hair that I wish I still had. But Dawson Mercer gets his first from Jack Hughes again and Yegor Sharangovich. And this was really, Yegor gets the primary assist here, but this was really Jack keeping the play alive and being able to get it to Yegor, who feeds it to Mercer, who kind of whiffed on the puck and put a little knuckler on there, but it was able to kind of float over the goaltender's shoulder, off the crossbar, and in for a 4-2 Devils victory. 3 stars of the game: Hamilton, Palat, Hischier. Shots on goal for the Devils, 41-20 for the Anaheim Ducks. And dare I say, do we have a goaltender with an above 900 save percentage? I'm going to have to check the numbers on that. Face-offs, we had a slight percentage advantage here, 53-47. Power plays, everybody was an 0-4, but we didn't give up a shorthanded goal. So that, to me, is a victory, my friend. That's a W on that. Lots of penalty minutes. We had a fight in this game. I almost forgot to mention. Brendan Smith came across the ice, and, I didn't see the hits. Obviously it was up a little high. I don't know if it connected with the shoulder or was it? I mean, they called it interference. So I guess the referees also looked at it and said that it was a shoulder to shoulder and not to the head or anything like that. No elbowing call. So it was an interference because the puck had gone through whoever got leveled there. I can't remember. But it was by Brendan Smith, and then a fight ensued. Good for the Ducks teammates sticking up for each other, but someone got an uppercut from Brendan Smith, and that fight was over pretty quick. Like Mocha Joe's going out of business when Larry David gets to it. So big fight. So that's always, that's always fun to see and everything like that. But 41 shots for the Devils is great. Only 7 blocks. The Ducks had 13. again. So what do we have? 28, 20, and 13 blocks against us on 41 shots. Woo! Devils got to get some more higher quality stuff. They were getting it today, but it's got to be consistent. And again, the level of competition here is not the same that they're going to be facing, especially in the Metro Division and in the East in general. So good win for the Devils, good for the fans to get that victory. Mac Black played better. Still some rebound issues over there that he needs to get a hold of and get them under control because, again, playing against a better team, they're going to bury them. And let's also remember the Ducks, they hit the post like 2 to 3 times, and they had that one that fluttered just wide. Either was in the late first period or early second period. I can't remember off the top of my head. So still, it's a W. So we'll take it, W style, all right? We're going to take it, and we're going to put it in the win column. That's 2 points for the New Jersey Hockey Devils, 4-2 over the Anaheim Ducks. We're going to get to everything that you thought about this game. Am I crazy? Tell me. Am I crazy? Am I overreacting? Did I miss something? Is there something else good that we should be pointing out? Is there something else bad that we should be pointing out? I thought Marino had a decent game. Dougie Hamilton also had a good game. Halla took a couple penalties today. Wood took one early, but they were hitting, which was nice to see. Hughes, he's gonna get that goal. He's got the 2 assists right now. Nico Hischier had a strong game, but again, like I said, doesn't seem like the captain is fully 100% healthy just yet. He will be soon, though. He will be soon, and when he does, it's going to be a different story. That's for sure. So let us know what you think. YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Twitch. What's up, everybody at American Whiskey? Put those shots up in the air for one time. Devils victory. That's what I'm talking about. Sam Wu, are you with us? Maybe he's not. Now is the time we usually like to go and check out Mr. Sam Wu. And say,
I had to step away. I had to step away for 2 seconds.
I'm sorry.
I had to step away.
Right when is his cue? When I'm wrapping up everything. Because we like to say, Sam Wu, what did you think about this game? This is the first one you've actually got to really sit down and watch because you haven't been busting your butt behind the scenes with live feeds down at Chickies and Pete's or American Whiskey. You're actually in the confines of your own comfortable home over there.
In the bunker.
You're able to watch in the bunker. So you're able to actually watch a little bit of this instead of working constantly. What are your reactions to this game?
Here are my reactions. They started off poorly. Mm-hmm. Didn't look good. It was kind of like, really? This is like a must-win game before the fans really start to throw rotten tomatoes out on the ice.
I think it's old Quick Check subs. That's what we do in Jersey. We're gonna throw old Quick Check subs. And then when they get really mad, they're going to get Wawa subs. They're going to be like, South Jersey, and they're going to do that as well. But, yeah, instead of rotten vegetables, we're just going to throw Quick Check subs on the ice when we're unhappy.
Yeah, and look, the 2 goals that went behind Mac Black, I can't fault Mac Black on it. I mean, there was one, I think it was the second goal. There were 4 Devils standing around.
Yep.
And Silverberg got through. So
wide open.
Yeah.
In the slot.
Yeah. So
right in front of them.
The NFZ broke down pathetically. Yeah. But
I don't think, like I said, I don't think you can really fall. I mean, you would like to see your goaltender make those saves, but those are definitely understandable ones. Like I said, my problem was some of the rebounds he was still giving up. But go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
So let's go to the second period. Let's see what happened here. Palat. That's why Tom Fitzgerald paid $6 million a year for the next X amount of years for this guy. Cool, calm, collected. Scores that goal. Did not panic. Buried it. We talked about finishing. He finished right there. 2-1 Anaheim at that point. That was the start for the comeback 4 unanswered goals. Now, the Nico Hischier goal. We alluded to this before, and I've said it, I've gotten into debates with you on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Some people don't like the Neanderthal mentality, the beefalytics, but Brendan Smith and that fight he got in kick-started the team, continued that momentum that Palat gave to the team, which was really the icebreaker. No pun intended.
And I don't know if they showed this on TV, but I know Chico mentioned it on the radio call that after the fight, Jack Hughes went over to the penalty box and just, gave Brendan Smith the pound, let's go, dude, help us up.
And those type of players are absolutely needed on even in the new age NHL, because the emotion, everyone talks about the analytics, the skills, the X's and O's, but hockey is a very emotional game. You never want to take the emotion out of the game, which is why we love the game in the first place. So that's why, again, ranked number 5 in our beefalytics, Brendan Smith, 6th, 7th, 8th defenseman, whatever you want to say, continued that momentum. And then, again, the big guys stepping it up. Nico Hischier, the captain, after all that, the injury, whether he's going to play or not, the Devils going 0-2, following Palat's lead, scores his first goal of the season, and of course, Bratt gets his 4th assist on that goal, and Siegenthaler. I mean, that to tie at 2-2, you could feel like relief that this team is doing better. Like this, could be, the second period had been the worst period for a while now, dating back to last year.
The last 5 years, basically,
basically the whole Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment era.
The second period is been so god-awful.
Well, by the way, as a Mets fan, I'm happy that the Yankees won, so they knocked out Blitzer's Guardians. But anyway, that's a little trash talking right there. So 2-2, going into the third period. Again, you paid Dougie Hamilton big bucks to come up big. Winds up scoring the game-winning goal right when the third period started, 33 seconds in. Bratt, again, your big guys are stepping up, and he's sure with the assists. And, of course, Dawson Mercer, Sharon Govich, and Hughes to round out that insurance goal. This is a good start, but we talked about this on the Woo Report yesterday, and we talked about this for a while right now, Scotty. There's no time to read your press clippings and all that kind of stuff, giving yourself a pat on the back. You got to worry about the New York Islanders on Thursday. Because
Thursday.
Is it Thursday? It's Thursday, right? Yeah. It should be a one game at a time mentality. I know Beer Baron brought up the Giants reference not yesterday, Sunday's podcast about culture. The Giants, what made them very successful is they don't think too far ahead. This is just one game against a pretty crappy team, but very talented team. Just very young, where the Devils were a few years ago. You got to move on, and the Islanders will be a big test because I think they're the best team that the Devils have played thus far, even though they've lost to the Red Wings and Flyers. So they better be ready because you know that the Islanders, they've got some beef, they've got some veterans, and they're going to look to walk over the Devils. But it's good to see that the big guys stepped it up because nobody has stepped up other than Bratt maybe offensively in the first 3 games consistently. And
5 points in 3 games.
Yeah, and Scotty, I mean, honestly, after being down 2-0, I was like, oh boy, this Devils After Dark. I may have to do a lot of chat moderation.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have therapy session today. I really did. I thought we were going to have therapy session after that first period. But yeah, the Devils, they pulled it off. We will say that. Again, team, it's the Ducks, probably the worst team we've played so far. Flyers and Red Wings definitely above them. And the Islanders coming in, will be above all of them. So, we needed this victory.
Yep.
Talking about a must win, this was a must win against Anaheim. That's definitely this was a must win tonight, especially at home. Come on. It had to be done. But let's check out real quick let's look on YouTube Live here.
Yeah, you see the spamming? See the spam?
Joseph Lanham. Oh no, I just saw this raining pucks. I'm just thinking of Slayer. So raining pucks on the Ducks tonight. So I love it right there because I'm gonna make that very Slayer-esque for that.
I hate
everyone seems to be happy though.
Yeah.
What happened with Holtz? Yeah, I'm not sure.
You almost had one, I believe, in the first period. Yeah, you almost had one. Again, you got to keep trying. You got to keep on knocking on the door. Again, better, but there's still a lot of work to do with the Devils.
And Adam Morgan, thank you for reminding us here on that second goal. We're not sure who it was. It might have been a Devils defenseman not doing their job. I'm not sure who it was, but Mackenzie Blackwood was without his stick. So left that little detail out there. So really, that second goal, man, I mean, you're talking about a defensive breakdown and the goaltender doesn't have a stick as well, leaving Silverberg wide open, literally like 5 feet from the net in the slot.
At that point, you got to tackle him. You got to do something. You got. Yeah. I mean, there are certain penalties you take. That's one of them.
Yeah.
If there's a breakdown of unfortunate circumstances that's beyond your control, just tackle them. Trust your penalty kill and do the 2 minutes, and then you're done.
Yeah. Kyle, I thought Marino played pretty well tonight. Also think Zetterlund should be in the lineup as well. Seeing a lot of got a lot of comments out here going on. Who's on the Willie, John Heaton, and oh my goodness, Josh. Yeah, goaltending is sloppy. It's still sloppy. I mean, Blackwood made some saves, but he gave up some really bad rebounds too. Rebounds that are going to be gobbled up by better teams, and especially you look at a team like Philly. Who were they playing tonight? They were playing Tampa Bay, and they were trying to do the same thing that they were doing to the Devils. So it's a little different story down there in Tampa Bay with, some of the beef that they got going on down there. But they were trying to just be the old Broad Street bullies again. And wasn't quite the same. I don't know how the game turned out, but I know Tampa Bay was up there 2-0 for a while. But yeah, I mean, that's something you're gonna have to think about. Everyone is like, oh, you don't need those big guys anymore. Well, look at this division.
You're gonna need the big guys.
You're gonna need them. Yeah. You don't want to turn into what the Rangers were like a couple years ago when what's his name in Washington basically ruined their franchise in 10 seconds. You can't have that. And even thinking about the Capitals, Ovechkin will run you over.
Yeah.
And now the Phillies, yeah. They got the baseball game on in the background. The Flyers playing this way. The Islanders are going to be tough, physical as well. Boston's always a physical team. By the way, AJ Greer's got, 3 goals on the season so far? Who saw that one coming? Not this guy, that's for sure. But who's on the old Facebook page over here?
Matt Junio.
Philly won. Matt Junio. How you doing, Matt? Where's Ramona? Is she on?
She's bar hopping. So she's social media hopping. Yeah.
American whiskey style.
Yep.
that what's going on?
Oh, I want to read a quote. Read a quote from Amanda Stein's Twitter account. What Lindy Ruff said.
Craig Best. Yep. Go ahead. Steve Hurtas.
I went down to 3 lines. I went down to our veterans. Lindy Ruff on reduced minutes for some of his players, particularly Alexander Holtz. I said this on Game Day Live to Vinny Parisi because he was wondering why Ball wasn't playing and why Smith was. That's the reason why. Your job's on the line. You're not going to entrust your job, no offense to Ball or any of the young kids, but you got to start putting up wins in the win column. And that's why you got Brendan Smith. That's why you got Palat. That's why you got Dougie Hamilton season and John Marino. That's the reason why. And I think Lindy experimented with some of these young kids a little bit too much in the first 2 games. I liked what he did today. The line combinations, okay, there's got to be a reason for it, but a victory is a victory, and he managed the game pretty well from the second period on.
A victory. I hope some of these veterans really laid into the team in one of the intermissions. I see some of the chatter about that on the YouTube live. Smith, it was a little costly tonight, but also he juiced the team up as well. So Miles Wood looked like he was ready to throw down, or at least it hurt. That's what Chico said.
I think he took a bad penalty before in front of the crease.
He did take a penalty, yeah.
But you know what? Again, sometimes you just the Devils had a lot of problems in the first 2 games trying to get inside, trying to get in front of that, in front of the goalie. So that's kind of like the price of doing business sometimes is these penalties happen. So again, not that I want them, but sometimes if you're trying to establish positioning, Scotty, sometimes you need to take the good or the bad.
And I want to point out, thank you, oh my goodness. We were talking about it before. Instead of throwing eggs and rotten vegetables, we're going to throw, quick check subs or Wawa subs on the ice when we're unhappy. Please don't throw them to where it'll be like right in front of the player so they trip on their skate and then fall and break their hand or something like that, trying to brace for a fall. Don't do that. Throw it to an open area of the ice, please, if you are going to throw. Hence, quick check sub. Not that they were asking you to do that. Jokes. These are jokes. Just being funny. Trying to say that into the microphone.
I can see the attorney letter being written to me right now.
Did you tell Devils fans to throw quick check subs on the ice?
It should be Wawa. It should be Wawa. We ended that endorsement deal a while ago, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, maybe we could get a deal with quick check that way.
Yeah.
But speaking of, we should check the U versus Woo score predictions for this game, brought to you by betstamp.app. You can follow along with Sam Wu and all his betting and Vinny Parisi all season long, as long as it's legal in your area.
I don't know how you would score this one. Vinny predicted 5-3 Devils.
Okay. Close. What you got, Sam Wu? Because I remember yours. Why don't you tell everybody what you predicted?
7-2 victory over the Ducks.
That's not what I recall from Sunday night.
No,
Are you changing your predictions now?
I changed my predictions. My predictions.
Oh, you just changed your prediction. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, what kind of gambling establishment do you roll with that you can just change your bets over there? Because I recall you saying that the Ducks were going to win on Sunday night, Sam Wu.
Oh, after the intense practice on Monday, I changed my mind because I did at the time when I said that I was irrational. And
I want to go to the Sam Wu casino where afterwards I'm able to say like, well, I kind of want to change my bet, to this.
What
instead.
is Ramona Rice talking about? Don't lie on me, Sam. Stop lying.
Because A, she knows you picked the Ducks, and B, you're saying that she's going around to all these different social media sites. Ramona's loyal to Devils After Dark and Game Day Live and the Let's Go Devils podcast. Come on, Sam Wu.
No, what I meant is she's going from the YouTube live stream to the Facebook live stream.
Is this Sam Wu's evil twin, Wham-Sue?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that what's happening over here?
I don't know anymore. Well,
I will say that I give myself the old Barry Horowitz pat on the back over here. That's an old wrestling joke for you. I was, I think, the closest out of everyone because I had a 4-3 Devils victory.
Whoa!
And I thought I was going to get it when they pulled the goaltender or something like that. I was like, maybe the Ducks might just get one right here at the very end of the game when they're putting on a lot of pressure. But the Devils, I'm happy that they didn't. But at least I got the Devils score correct. I got the 4 correct, but I had the Ducks at 3, and it ended up 4-2. So nobody really wins. I think I get an OTL. Isn't that what we said? If you get one of the scores right, you get a point.
Well, I got the Ducks score right.
How did you get it right? Didn't you said the Devils were going to lose?
No, I go with my bet stamp of approval on Game Day Live.
All right. What did you say again?
7-2 Devils.
7-2 Devils?
Yeah.
All right. You get an OTL for that. You get
that's the official. That's the official. I could say whatever I want on Sunday podcast, but if you don't have like a bet stamp of approval, bet stamp app, it's unofficial on Sundays.
Well, I kept my score from Sunday. I just want everyone to know that. I said 4-3. You can go back and watch the podcast and, call me out if I'm incorrect, but I said 4-3, Devils victory, right at the end. I think Samu said like 7-3 Ducks or something like that, to tell you the truth.
Again, that was not my bet stamp of approval. So,
Well, you could play along all season long with Sam. Like we said, if it's legal by you with BetStamp, go ahead and check out the app. It's in the App Store, all that good stuff. Just download it. You can get a bunch of cool stuff. Just go ahead and read it. Make sure you read it through. Don't just listen to Scotty and Sam. Make sure you actually read the fine print about everything. But they have a bunch of good deals and stuff like that for everyone who's just getting started. So if you want to have a little fun with these games as well, not if you're a gambling addict, okay? Be careful with that if you know you have a problem. But if you want to wager a few bucks here and there, it's always a good time. We're going to be doing it throughout the season. Makes the game even more juicy for you, whether you're betting on who wins, who loses, maybe an over-under, someone scores, someone doesn't. It's a lot of fun. There's a bunch of different things you could always bet on, and you could do it anytime you want from the convenience of your own home, if legal in your state, with the BetStamp app. And we're going to be doing it all season, like we said. Sam, you versus Woo. Who? You make the call. That's another football thing. Old football.
Yeah.
I remember those commercials. I used to love that, where they were like, you make the call. What is this? Is it a penalty? Is it? We'll be right back after this. It was like it was like waiting for a commercial to come on.
Real men of genius. Remember that real? We salute you, Mr. Gambler, better guy.
Mr. TV commercial voice guy.
Yeah.
You make the call. So we're going to be excited to go visit Uncle Lou on Thursday. This will be the second road game of the year. It's a good thing we don't have to travel very far. Just going over to Long Island over there to see the Islanders. I know they were in their fancy jerseys tonight. Aren't the fishermen coming back soon or something like that? Is that true?
I heard rumors.
Or is that
about
like a
that.
leak? Is that a leaked thing? That's not. Was that just a leak on the? Well, either way, I liked their ones that they had on tonight with the blue and the white shoulder, with the NY with the orange hockey tape. I thought those looked pretty slick. I know they're not like anything crazy, but I thought those looked pretty good. But we're gonna go see Uncle Lou and old friend Zach and Kyle and whoever else from the Devils still plays on the Islanders that Lou scoops up when they're gone. I can't remember. But we're going to go see them on Thursday, and this will be a much, much tougher game. You're going to see a lot better goaltending. By the way, Gibson wasn't in goal tonight, so that was a backup goaltender that we were playing against. So at least we didn't make him look like a Vezina Trophy candidate like we did with Carter Hart and whoever for Detroit. I can't even remember. They're backup as well. So let's see how we do against the Islanders, another team. They got guys like Matt Martin who are going to push some people around and throw some bodies. Old Brock Nelson, he's going to be hitting some people too and trying to score some goals. Barzell, who just signed a big extension with them. So it's going to be an exciting game over there in Long Island. And anytime we play an Uncle Lou team, we always want to get that victory. Just means a little something more when you could beat a Lou team, being that he's so close to us and everything like that, and all his years with the New Jersey Devils and all the respect that we have for him. We still want to beat him. Just because he's not with us anymore.
Nothing beats Grandpa.
we respect the hell out of him, of course. But we still, it makes it extra special when you can kind of beat him.
Yep.
So we'll be looking forward to that game against the Icelanders, as the Schmooze used to like to say over there. Oh, Mr. Schmooze on the fan. But yeah, we'll be excited to go again on Thursday for Vinny Parisi and Game Day Live. Then, I'll be along afterwards with the great Sam Woo here for Devils After Dark. And, of course, Sam will have a Woo report before it. See if we get I wonder if the team's going to get I'm thinking they'll probably get a practice in tomorrow, even if it is something real quick. Or maybe Lindy will give him a day off. I don't know. We'll see. But they definitely still have some things to work on. So hopefully they get a practice in. And then off to the island on Thursday night. We'll have State of the Fan address on Wednesday. And Sam Woo, if you could put your phone down and hit the music, we would
I have three things to say before we leave.
Oh, you have three things to say.
I was waiting for you to stop, so I'll end the show.
Okay. Well, then real quick, congratulations again. Before Sam Woo has his final three things for it, I just want to say congratulations again to Ryan and Phil for answering the trivia questions correctly, and our good friends at JCB Architectural, who are those that are giving us these tickets so we can give away to you. They're good friends of the podcast, so we thank them for all the love and support, and we hope that you can reap all those benefits. So Keep listening to the Woo Reports, the Devils After Dark, the Game Day Live, State of the Fan, the Let's Go Devils podcast on Sunday, Hockey on Tap. You never know when these tickets and trivia questions are going to be ready to be given away. And who are they going to be given away to? You.
Yes.
Devils fans.
Yes.
So make sure you keep listening.
Three things before we go. Number one, against the Islanders. One penalty that I also want to point out that happened tonight was Howla going to the hard to the net and I think he got a goalie interference penalty. Again, price of doing business. You got to keep on doing that. You got to keep on doing that. That's something I can live with.
To the dirty areas.
Yep. And if you have a good penalty kill, that makes you even more aggressive to do that. Also, Ryan did. He wasn't able to send pictures, but he said, "Hey Sam, thanks for the tickets. We had a great time, big win, and we appreciate the shout out on the Sunday podcast. LOL. Thank you for the birthday wishes. We always got you if you ever need help with anything. He'll upload the pictures when he gets home. Thanks again, Sam. Let's go Devils." Thank you, Ryan, for sending the email, and thank you, Phil, as well, for your kind words. And also, last but not least, this just happened. I posted a video of our event on my LinkedIn page, and somebody commented on it, LinkedIn being more serious social media. Jim Cerny, the managing editor of NHL.com for the NHL, says, "Love it, Sam. Well done." And I think that's just awesome because we're getting the attention of the NHL right now, what we're doing here on the podcast. And Yeah, that's pretty cool because you could talk about all 32 teams, and I'm going to hit the button now. You could talk about all 32 teams in the NHL, but I think with this podcast and our fans, nobody has more fun than we do. Nobody.
We have a great time because we're live and we actually get to talk to you.
Yes.
Not pre-recorded.
Yeah. Or talk at you. Or maybe we do. I don't know. Anyway, want to thank all those watching, listening in, dropping the podcast at midnight for your morning commute. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Devils.
Till next time, let's go, Devils.
Woo!